Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to shift your energy. If you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling stressed, and you want to shift into a positive, fulfilling energy, this is going to be the episode because we're going to talk about not only how to shift to that energy, but how to maintain it and build it within you. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, forgiveness, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It can have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So how do we make this shift? If you're hurting, if you're feeling down, you're going through a tough time, we want it so bad. We want to feel good within. We want that positive energy. We want to enjoy life, whether it means changing your situation, getting you into a different scenario, or just feeling good with what you have. How do we do it? Well, I believe that I have discovered a simple process. Now, the thing with this process is it's not something that you do once and it fixes it. And it's not something that you're necessarily going to feel at first. But you have to override the energy that you're currently in. You see, you are a powerful observer and a powerful creator. If you're in a tough time, if you're hurting, if you're in pain, if your life is rough, then that's what you've been observing. Whether it's from the people around you, the world in general, your past, whatever it is, if you have seen and been exposed to negative low energy, it might be stuck in your frequency. And so no matter what happens, no matter how great your life might seem, no matter what turns out good, you still find yourself making the wrong decision or ending up on the short end of the stick every single time. And I've realized over time that there's a way to make this shift. What you have to do, and I hope you're really paying attention to this because this works for anything that you want to feel. If you want to tap into your wealth energy, if you want to tap into your superstar energy, if you want to tap into your friendly energy, your expansion energy, whatever it is that you want, this process will work. You just have to do it consistently and over time. You see, your intention with this is very, very important. Have a vision. If you don't have a vision or a dream that you want your life to be, that's where you have to start. You have to know what that life looks like as if it was happening today. You have to know how you look, the haircut you have, the clothes you wear, the house you live in, the people that you're around, the way you look, the way you speak, the way you think. You have to create a vision so powerful that you know all of those things. So powerful that if I asked you, what are you doing at 3 o'clock on that day, you would say what you're doing. Just this vision of this 24-hour day of your highest self. Once you have that vision, once you can see yourself going to picking up your kids in your Lamborghini, or flying an airplane to your other business, or just spending time with your wonderful family, or giving to charity, whatever it is, when you can see it like that, step 1 is complete. Next, and this is probably the most pivotal, is you have to set the lens of your mind. You see, if you have a dream, but you still operate as you are now, that dream will stay a dream. But you are an observer and a creator that observes what they create. So you need to change the lens that you're viewing things so that you can observe differently. I want you to think of your body, of your mind, of your head as a receiver that you can tune. You tune it to frequency. If you want to change the frequency, you have to change the thoughts in your mind because those represent the energy. If you say, I am terrible, I make mistakes, I always mess up, nothing good happens to me, I deserve this, it always works out for someone else. If you have things like that in your head, even if it's true, even if the world has shown you through your life that every time something happens, something bad happens to you, even if that's your truth, you need to change that thought. Because if you have that thought in your mind, you got to remember that your frequency is what you frequently see. So if you're seeing all the bad, then you're also having all the bad flow within you. That doesn't mean bad things don't happen. It just means everything is available to you. What do you want to tune into? It's your experience. And so when you start putting in phrases or I am statements that dictate the lens that you see the world, you will start seeing things in alignment with your vision. You see, if your vision of yourself is someone that is waking up happy, somebody that gets ready on their own schedule, is going to a job they love, to spend time with coworkers that they enjoy, that when you get off work, you're going home to a family that you love, or a person that you love, or going to have an experience that's so fulfilling, whatever it is that you have, how does that person that's living that life think? They are probably thinking, I am love, and I live in love and light. I am a winner, and I make decisions that allow me to come up on top. Like their I am statement and the sentence behind it are powerful. Create ones that work for you. The 3 that I use are I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year. I am love and I live in love and light. I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. Those are my main 3, health, wealth, and happiness. What do you want to align with? Once you have those down, you have to have reminders for yourself so that you're saying them constantly throughout the day. Remember, you are overriding the frequency that you've had momentum in your entire life, or whenever the catalyst happened to cause you get into your lower frequency. Again and again, those things have to be said. What I do is I write them down on a piece of paper every morning. I say it out loud. I speak it into existence. I put it in my pocket, so I'm constantly touching it, constantly remembering the phrases. And then when I'm approached or have to deal with something or have to make a decision, I say the phrase that aligns with what it is that I'm dealing with. If it's something with work or career or business or entrepreneurship, I'm a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year. Now let me take a look at this. If someone's stressing me out, if I'm dealing with difficult or a hard person, I say to myself, I am love and I live in love and light. Let me handle this situation. When I'm going to eat or I'm looking at snacks or I'm debating whether to work out, I say, I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. And that sets the lens that I see what I need to do with. And so once you do that, the 3rd piece is action, meaning you do whatever is aligned with that thought. When you do whatever is aligned with that thought, the 3 things get in flow state and the creation process starts. The action is the final thing. When you have the vision, the thought, and the action, the universe will start aligning with you because you are becoming something. You're not just thinking something. You're not just dreaming about something. You're becoming something. The law of attraction will then attract what it is that you're like. And each time you take that step, each time you make that thought, each time you spend time in that vision, it becomes closer. It becomes more real. And that is a powerful thing. I can tell you this, the more time that you spend in your vision, aligned with your thoughts and making actions that are aligned with that, the more powerful it becomes. There is nothing more fulfilling than doing something that you know is something that you didn't used to do, but you know where it's taking you. That is a powerful solo journey because so many people won't do this. So many people keep it in the dream stage because they're not going to lock the thoughts in their mind. They're not going to take the actions because it can be difficult. It's hard to change who you are. It's hard to take responsibility for your current situation. It's much easier to blame external circumstances because people will agree with that. People will see the difficulty you had growing up. People will see the tough situation you're in, and they will give energy to that. And all that does is charge up and magnify what it is that you no longer want. So don't be a victim. That doesn't mean you weren't being victimized. It just means you are no longer going to create what other people are manifesting for you, what other circumstances are manifesting for you. You are taking charge of your energy. Set the vision, align the thoughts, take the action, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on your current situation, on what you can do to make a shift now if you really want that change. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, you can subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group down below. I appreciate everybody that has followed me there. If you listen to this podcast and you want to apply these principles and you want to expedite it, you want to work with somebody to help you align it with your life, to set the clear vision, to set the intentions in your mind, the I am statements, and have proper actions to make it a reality, this is what I do. I'm a coach. I help people build these plans and create the experience that they desire. If you want to work with me, shoot me a message on Instagram, or there's a link down below where you can fill that out and I will reach out to you directly. And if you enjoy this podcast and you want more content, make sure you check out my new podcast, Unlock Your Abundance. There's a link down below for that has new episodes coming out Monday through Friday, just like that. And it's the same theme, it's the same power, same type of energy, but it's all about tapping into your abundant energy so that you can expand and live the life that you dream. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.